Hey guys, and welcome to my Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom Kingsmaker Trials Trial of Knowledge tutorial. So when you first hit the Cradle of Light, when you are trying to get your King's Oath with the Kingsmaker, you will be presented with a number of trials, the first of which is the Trial of Knowledge. And there are a number of ways that you can actually go about these trials. You can either just go from section to section, just completing them, or you can get all the orbs. So this tutorial actually aims to show you the best way to complete it in order to get all the orbs and get all of the loot. So once you're first presented with the Trial of Knowledge, you'll see a book on the pedestal, and what you need to do is you need to read that book, and that will give you a story on how to complete each trial, and you need to follow that story correctly, and don't just pay attention to the words in colour. You need to pay attention to pretty much most of the words in order to get a feel for what you're supposed to do. As the game now shows you, the bonus orbs will get you extra bonuses which equate to extra loot. So when you pick up all the bonus orbs, you'll get a piece of extra equipment on each stage that will help you out in the long run. So the first chapter is actually pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you on the top-down screen. I've got the map here, and I'll show you the direction that you have to go. So first off, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go straight up to this square here, so forward 2 squares. Now you want to go right towards the edge, and then you want to come up and press the button in front of the boy. Then what you want to do is turn around and come to this square here. Then you go and collect that orb, go up to the edge, and then come round and press the button next to the wand. Then you'll want to come just one over, and then back down along here, and then down towards the ferry. You need to push this this wheel twice to get the ferry to face the boy. Then come back up, collect the last orb, or the second last orb rather, down here along, back down to roughly where you started, and then go and push the button for the ferry. And then it's pretty much a straight shot, but don't forget when you get to the end to turn and collect the final orb, and then come back and end the chapter. Okay, so now we're going to see this done in real time as I run through the exact ways that I've just spoken to you to do it. And you can see it's pretty... This one's pretty easy. It's a pretty self-explanatory one. The only part that I kind of struggled when I first started was knowing to turn the ferry to actually face the wand. And that's you completed the first chapter. You can end it and collect your rewards. So you get some Soaraway, get a strong 6th sensor, and some leather armor.
Yes!
Now that we're on to the second chapter, you can see it's getting a bit more complicated. There are different people, but do remember that the colours of the names actually correspond to the colours around the statues, so that should help you remember for a little bit. But once again, let's look at the top down, and we shall have a look at the map that I've drawn. Alright, so as I says, this map's a little bit more complicated, but you'll see it's pretty easy once you get a bit of a hang for it. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to come straight up, then along and collect the first orb here, and then you want to press the button in front of the pink statue, then all the way to the end, come back around, and up, and skip out the purple statue, because as the story tells, we need to go to the Pistolier first. So we'll press the button for the Pistolier, and then come round and get the second orb, and then now you want to press the button for the purple statue, and then up and round, and you want to make sure that the monster here is facing the boy, and then come back round here so you can collect the next orb, and then make sure that the boy is facing the monster, and then up, round, press the button, and you're good to go. So let's see that in real time. Alright, so you're going up, collect the first orb, press the button in front of the harpist, come back up and round, skip out the wizard, push the button for the Pistolier, get the next orb, press the button for the wizard, up and round, make sure you hit the monster and twist that round twice, Then come around the horn so that you can collect the last orb. Make sure the boy is facing the monster so that you can do mighty battle. And then up and round, push the button, and that is you completed. We go through the options, we get a 6th sensor, we get a 3-leaf soarway, and a warlock's wand.
Yes!
And that's you completed this chapter. On to the next one. So once you go through the door, we'll get the final puzzle up and running, and it's a bit more complicated. It's yeah, this one's pretty complicated. As you'll see, you've got towers, you've got the wizard, the pistolier, the harpist, the fairy, and the boy, and they all need to be doing stuff with towers or different things. So yeah, you need to pay a lot of attention, but we'll swap over to the map and I'll talk you through exactly what we're doing. Alright, so I've got a very crude mock-up of the map here where you can obviously see I've copy and pasted 2 screenshots, but it should do for what we need it for anyway. So the first thing you want to do is we need to get the wizard to break the first tower. So we're going to go off to the right hand side. You see, come right behind the wizard, come round, push his button, and you'll get a nice display of explosion ray as the wizard does that. Then we want to come round and we need to come to this here wheel, which will turn the dragon around. And as you can see at the back of the dragon, there is 3 platforms. So we want to enable ourselves to move to the pistolier by the use of those platforms. So we want to turn the dragon around twice. Then we can make use of those platforms right here. Come round and we need to get to the pistolier and turn him so that he faces the tower. So you need to turn him 3 times to face the tower. And then we will come round and push his button. Then we need to turn the dragon once more so that we can cross over. Then when we get round to here, you need to avoid the urge to go and collect the orb. So we need to come up this way. Come around these blocks that will not fall. And then we need to swap it so that the harpist is facing the soldier. Then you want to come around here and push the button so that the harpist makes the soldier destroy the tower. And then we'll come around here and grab this here orb. And then we have free reign to come and grab the other orb that I told you to leave for a second. Then you come all the way back up to here. Then across, and then we will push the dragon so that it's in the configuration that we're currently looking at on the map. And then we need to use the dragon's platforms in order to cross that. Then up and around, and there's a bit of jiggery pokery here as we come round to grab the final orb. And then you want to come up here and make sure you don't cut yourself off and move the ferry so that the ferry is facing the the tower as well. And then we want to come around, push the button for that to destroy the final tower. Then up and round, and you need to, and this is important, you need to make sure that the dragon is now facing the boy so that the boy can cast a spell on the dragon. And then once you come up and round, and that is you done. But we'll see that done in real time. Alright, so once you get here, you need to head round so that, as I said, you get the wizard first. Then we need to make sure that we use the dragon twice in order to make the platform that we can walk on. We'll use that platform to get round to the pistolier and make sure that you turn the pistolier 3 times so that it is facing the tower. Push the button so he shoots the tower and destroys it. Then we need to get the dragon round once more to get that platform to cross. Then we need to run up here so that we can use the harpist and make sure that the harpist turns to face the cat. Alright, then we push the button and the warrior destroys that tower. Then we can come round and collect our 2 orbs here. So that's the first one collected. And run round and get the second one collected. Then we can come up here and make sure you use the platforms to turn you around here. So move the dragon round and get the platforms to move us across. And then the jiggery pokery so we can collect the last orb. And then round here, turn the ferry round so that the ferry can destroy the final tower. And then all we need to do is turn the dragon round twice so that it is facing the boy. Then we push the button so that the boy can power up and attack the dragon, and we are good to go. And with all the orbs collected, you will get some 3-leaf Soraway, Sage's Secret, and a Shamshir. And that is that for the Ni no Kuni Revenant Kingdom to Kingsmaker Trials, Trial of Knowledge, walkthrough, tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I hope this has come in handy. If it has, do remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, more gameplay, anything that you could really think of we cover on the channel. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Stadio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.